The great thing about having one of these axes is that it's a sledgehammer. If you just use the back, just break it off, right? You can break off, right? Especially in the winter. Hey, it's Greg here with Outdoors on the Cheap, and I thought I'd make a little point here, the short video, on limbing a tree, especially a dead tree, the kind of tree you'd want to use for firewood. A dead standing tree. This is a dead standing spruce or fir. I can't really tell, it's been dead so long. But anyway, your instinct when you're limbing, you know, is, I mean, the ideal thing is you've got the tree between the limb you want to take off and your legs, right? That way you can't hurt yourself, right? But the instinct is to go at it with the edge of your axe. But with a dead tree that's been dead for a long time, that junction where the limb on an old big dead tree meets the tree, that wood there can be hard as steel sometimes. And you know, unless you've got excellent steel and you know everything's going right, you can actually, if you've got a very fine edge on your axe, and I tend to put a finer edge on my axe than most people. It tends to be more pointy, you know, instead of it being like this, it's like this, because it just cuts better like that. But when you're cutting into something really hard at an odd angle, it can actually, you know, there's the risk of it doing something to your blade. At the very least, it's going to dull your blade. So the great thing about having one of these axes is that it's a sledgehammer. If you just use the back, just break it off, right? You can break off, right? Especially in the winter. See how easily that went, right? There's one more here. That was 2 inches in diameter, right? So a lot of these, now on a green tree, the rules are different. There's one over here, okay? On a green tree, the rules are different, of course. But even in a lot of instances with a green tree, depending on the kind of wood, you can take it off. And of course, you know, when you're using the back of the axe, doesn't matter which way you're swinging. You're just smashing, right? But that's another reason for not having a double-bitted axe, having an axe with an edge on one side and a sledgehammer on the other side. You can smash stuff and save that beautiful edge you've put on the other side. All right, so just a quick tip, you know, when you're using an axe in the woods, anytime you can use this part, use it. You put time and effort to put that edge on there. If you're really good at sharpening axes and experienced, you're going to put an exquisite edge, maybe even an edge you can shave with, right? And that edge is going to wear. So anytime, if you want to break, if you're breaking, you know, if you've got a log that you want to break in half, why use the edge side? Use the bashing side, right? Use the bashing side of the axe anytime you're going to bash stuff and save that exquisite edge. It's also safer, right? Instead of, I mean, you wouldn't want to hit your foot with this side either. But if I had to pick a side to hit my foot with, I think I'd pick the bashing side. Anyway, let's hope I never have to make that choice. Anyway, just a quick little note on limbing trees and a different way of thinking about a way to use an axe. Use the back of the axe when you can. Bash that limb. So hope you found that interesting. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Click the bell if you want to be notified when I make new videos. And until next time, enjoy the outdoors on the cheap. Thanks for watching.